Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Moments out of the gym today. Really went at it hard today. Rusev Crush! But, as I'm doing it, I'm always looking at this, that, and the other, and it seems that Roman Reigns did an interview with some video game magazine, and basically they were hyping up WWE 2K15, and they were hyping up, Roman Reigns coming back from his injury that took him out of the Night of Champions pay-per-view, one of the big stars that they're really missing. Everybody knows that Roman Reigns is the guy that they were really pushing hard to get up to be the number one babyface, to sort of replace John Cena as John Cena moves more out of the spotlight, maybe being that guy that shows up, maybe 3, 4, or 5 times a year. And isn't really being the number one guy that he's been all throughout history. Basically, maybe Cena go out and start doing some more movies, take some more time off. Maybe, everybody saw the story last week of him basically going out and getting a trademark and basically moving into having some sort of unscripted television show, sort of in the comedy realm. It's kind of funny how he's basically got a very, very scripted reality show, and he's going out and trying to get an unscripted sort of comedy show out there. So best of luck to John moving into the future, but Roman Reigns really thinks that he is the guy that's going to be moving into that role. He talks about it in this interview, basically that he's going to be making his return at the Royal Rumble this year, and then basically is saying that he's going to go on and main event WrestleMania, basically saying that he's the winner when the Royal Rumble, basically, they sent out a thing for the Philadelphia Wells Fargo Center, sort of like their press release in order to get people to go out and buy tickets, basically as people like in radio or, announcing to go out and buy your tickets with the pre-sales, or if they're out there basically saying, go buy your tickets now, or win tickets by calling, ticket or caller number 100 or whatever. They could do something like that. Basically, they basically said that there's 2 guys that are going to be in the Rumble that have a chance to win it. That's going to be John Cena and Roman Reigns. Everybody else is just sort of going to be another number. And one thing that is, when they announced the Royal Rumble at I can't remember what it was at. It was at a SmackDown show. They put the pre-sale information up on the screen to go buy tickets at the Wells Fargo Center's website. Basically, they said that the Royal Rumble was going to be a 40-man competition, bringing back the biggest Rumble ever from a few years ago that Alberto Del Rio won, and they went immediately back to the number 30 spot. But they said that it was going to be 40. In this press release, they said it was going to be 30 again, so maybe there's just a little bit of a mix-up along the way. Because of that press release, people saw that basically Cena and Lesnar isn't going to be taking place at the Royal Rumble. I guess it's going to be taking place at TLC, or just a random Monday Night Raw, seeing how they've already announced John Cena in the Team Authority versus Team Cena match at the Survivor Series, which are going to go back to the old school traditional style main event of 5-on-5 or maybe 4-on-4. It hasn't really been announced yet, but the way it seemed to me on Raw is that they would do 4-on-4, but all the others have mostly been 5-on-5 throughout the year. Besides for the main event of Survivor Series 90, where I think they took Macho Man and Jake the Snake out, and ended up being just Warrior and Legion of Doom going up against Demolition. I'm pretty sure it's what those teams were. But then again, Survivor Series 1990 had the ultimate survival match at the end. I guess that was a real main event. Hogan, Slaughter, Tito Santana, Arriba! Going up against, I think, the $1 Million Man and all of the Mercenaries team. Rick Martel, the Warlord, Barbarian, somebody else was out there. But basically, Warrior and Hogan got the win. That's one of the best Survivor Series in my mind. And all of 1990 is really great to me. But basically, Roman Reigns thinks he's going to be the guy that win the Rumble, go on and main event WrestleMania 31 in California. It's just going to be him against Brock Lesnar. Who knows? Maybe Brock might walk away from WWE at that point, and that might be his last match, and that would be a real point where they really have to put that exclamation point behind Roman Reigns and say he's our guy from here on out, seeing how basically John Cena would be in 2 WrestleManias in a row in a non-main event slot. Of course, last year he was in one of those middle matches, John Cena against Bray Wyatt, which did get a lot of time on TV. This year, probably going to get a lot of time, but won't be in the main event again. A lot of people are rumoring Rusev going up against John Cena for WrestleMania this year, and we'll have to see what they do from there. I gave them a lot of slack, or not slack, I gave them a lot of flack for basically not having Bray Wyatt beat Roman Reigns, and not, fuck, I've been giving them a lot of flack at WrestleMania 30. They had Bray Wyatt not beat John Cena, and you can honestly say that since WrestleMania, the character of Bray Wyatt and the team of the Wyatt clan basically haven't been as hot as they were, coming in. They were basically losing some steam, but I think that when they got into the thing with Cena, if he just would have beat Cena at WrestleMania, it really could have taken off. I mean, they could have beat Bray at Extreme Rules. They could have beat him at Payback. But, I think everybody would have remembered at least Bray Wyatt beat him at WrestleMania, where it really, really matters. I don't know if it was all the kids around or anything like that and just not wanting to make him cry. But Cena got the win. He got a WrestleMania moment that he didn't need. And he got another plaque that nobody's bought on WWE Shop. So we'll have to see what goes from there. But I'm surprised that Roman would actually come out and say that. You gotta think that he's got to believe it. But, to basically say that he's the favorite is kind of a wow to me. Basically, you would think that with his sort of a gimmick, he's got to believe in himself, but I don't think he wants to be overly cocky. I mean, this is something that has killed a lot of baby faces in the past and almost made them be portrayed as heels. So we'll see what happens, but that's, I guess, the main event that I think a lot of people thought going down, and now it's one of the first times we've actually seen it on paper. And it also reminds me of when WWE Magazine had an article with Dean Ambrose, and basically he said in the article as he was answering questions that he used to like to travel with the Shield, but since the breakup, he's sort of been a loner. But wait a minute, the Shield hadn't broken up yet, so I don't know. We'll see. That's going to be WrestleMania 31, Brock versus Roman. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. I know a lot of people are hoping that they get sort of another Daniel Bryan moment where somebody pushes another guy to the forefront and say, this is who we want to be our main eventer at WrestleMania.